Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, it is Riyadh season, and this is the main event of this Riyadh season card that's going to take place on November 16th. In Saudi Arabia. I've already spoke about this card, the undercard. William El Camarón Cepeda versus Tevin Farmer. Oscar El Pupillo Collazo defending his WBO minimum weight title against Edwin Cano Velasquez. And the co-main event, Jose Ramirez versus Arnold Barboza Jr. in a battle of California, in a battle of two Mexican-American warriors going at it. And now, rightfully so, I'm going to talk about the main event for the WBO Cruiserweight title, which is held by Billiam Smith out of the UK. 20 wins, 1 loss, 13 KOs. This will be his third title defense, going up against former super middleweight world champion 168, and who recently won the WBA super cruiserweight world title, Gilberto Ramirez Riyadh. 46 wins, 1 loss, 30 KOs. Now, for some reason, this is not a unification because Gilberto won the WBA super cruiserweight world title, but it's not on the line for some reason based on what I read. So, I thought so. I just recently looked at it and I'm like, wait, this is a unification, but it's not advertised as a unification. For some reason, I guess they took away that belt. I don't know, but Smith has a belt and he will be defending that belt, which is the WBO Cruiserweight World title. This is a pretty good fight, guys, in the Cruiserweight division. The Cruiserweight division is not one of the hottest weight classes in boxing right now. Is one of the most, it's not the most in terms of, like I said, heat and action. It's not the best weight class right now. The weight classes that are much more entertaining are the lower weight classes, 135, 140, 168 is burning, pretty hot division. But 175 is okay. You got Bivol versus Better BF coming up in the biggest fight in the history of that weight class. One of the biggest fights in the history of that weight class in some time. And but at cruiserweight, you don't really see big time level fights in that weight class, regularly. It's not a weight class that's known to have the biggest fights in the sport. But it is what it is. We got a main event here with the WBO Cruiserweight title on the line, championship fight. Gilberto Ramirez coming in as a challenger, but he's the bigger name. He's a more familiar name, familiar face. Smith, on the other hand, is a live dog. He is the champion coming in. This will be his third title defense. So, he didn't get that belt by accident. He won it and he earned it. So he is the champion, respectfully, rightfully so, and he's a live dog against Gilberto Ramirez, man. Gilberto Ramirez also, is a hell of a fighter. Big Mexican, good boxer, puncher. So is Smith. Like I said, Smith is a live dog. He got power in both hands, got a good left hook, pretty good chin. So does Ramirez. It's going to be a solid fight. It's going to be a good scrap. It's going to have a lot of moments where these guys are going to be going at it. A lot of exchanges. And this is definitely going to be a good fight. Any of these two guys can win, honestly, man. Because these two guys can box, can punch. They can mix it up pretty well. They have good chins. And this will be Smith's third title defense. But he's going to have to earn it this time. Because Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, he brings it, man. He brings it. He doesn't lie down for no one. Both guys coming in with a loss. Ramirez coming in with that with his only loss to Dimitri Bivol at 175. Took a shellacking in that fight. Got outboxed in that fight. And Smith with his one loss as well to split in a split decision loss a couple of years ago. I'm not too familiar with Smith, so I had to look into what Ramirez is getting himself into. And Smith, I saw some tape recently on Smith is a live dog. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He is a champion, like I said. So this is the main event in a pretty solid undercard of a Riyadh season card. You know, the last Riyadh season card delivered. You know, did not disappoint. Where Andy Ruiz and Jared Miller drew in a fight that I thought Andy won. Actually, in a fight that I thought Miller won. By mistake, Miller won. Then you got Bacoli stopping Jared Big Baby Anderson. And you got Rayo Valenzuela upsetting Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And then you got Crawford beating Israel Madrimov in the main event. So here we go, November 16th. Camarón versus Tevin Farmer. Collazo versus Cano. Edwin Cano. Jose Ramirez versus Barbosa, Arnold Barbosa Jr. And then you got Gilberto Ramirez Zurdo versus Billiam Smith for Smith's WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World. This is Miracle Boy Boxing, guys. I'm your host, Ocean Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a pleasure to sit down right here and talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.